Excuse me, pardon me. I'm Pan, and that amusing fellow's my partner, Teller. You can't find a more delightful dinner guest than Teller. Take a look. His social calendar is chock full. He has perfect manners, but you won't find what Teller does at dinner in any etiquette books. In fact, he breaks those rules. Using your napkin for anything other than cleaning your lips is deemed the height of rudeness by tight-assed authorities. But everyone has a good time, so they keep inviting him. Making sure everyone has a good time is the essence of good manners. Some self-appointed manners experts try to keep us scared shitless in social situations. They try to make us think about what fork to use instead of the people we're with. And those kinds of manners are bullshit. Bullshit. Hokum. Jive. Poppycock. Saying Americans are the rudest bastards in the history of rude bastardom. Just turn on a TV or open a newspaper and you'll read about flip-flops in the White House, fighting between Little League parents, and loud cell phone conversations in five-star restaurants. In a recent poll, 8 out of 10 Americans said rudeness is a serious problem. The other 2 in 10 told the pollster to fuck off.
We are one of the rudest nations of the world, and in that sense, we are almost an embarrassment to ourselves and certainly the laughingstock of the world.
I fucking doubt that. But okay, let's look at manners in America and see who can teach us something and who's going to piss us the fuck off. My guess? It's you, lady. We'll also talk to the well-dressed business students at this cocktail party, and the stewardess who was fired from her job for taking casual photos, and these charming strippers. It's bullshit. We need to get strippers in there somewhere. And this history professor who looks a lot like Abe Lincoln. Someone on the staff thought you might not know what President Lincoln looked like. He is now fired. Showtime even rented us a time machine so we could visit these people in 19th century California when Kirstie Alley was thin. Tea cakes?
Why, thank you.
Did he call her tea cakes? It's so fucking hot. Can Americans really be more rude today than they've ever been? Let's ask this guy.
I certainly think that rudeness, lack of civility has accelerated in the last 5, 10, 15 years. Dr. John Mayer, clinical psychologist, rudeness expert.
An unshaven rudeness expert. Excellent. Dr. Mayer has written 7 books, including You're Not the Only One on This Planet, Observations on the Absence of Civility, a book on leadership. I know what you're thinking, but listing his entire output. But that's all one book. Really. So what evidence does Dr. Mayer offer that people are rude?
My postulate is that people are rude.
Oh, there it is. Thank you, folks. Good night, everybody. What? There's more show?
They think that they need to walk through life thinking they're the center of the world, or what I call a cow.
Get it? Cow! Look. He's got one there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there. They're everywhere. And Dr. Mayer describes the cow syndrome as a new socially transmitted disease. Get it? STD. Man, this guy is great with initials.
The needs and feelings of other people become insignificant to cows. They can shove people aside, they can grab for what they want, they can do rude and uncivil things to other people with no consequence in their mind at all.
Wow, cows suck. This is fun. You know what? Come to think of it, llamas suck, too. Christ. That's annoying. We needed to see some bovines for ourselves, so we asked Dr. Mayer to put on his cashmere coat and take us on a cow hunting expedition.
So the thing that gets me about elevators is that it'll be jam-packed. There's not room for anybody else, and people just can't wait for the next one. They got to push themselves in. People just insist on parking in a handicapped spot. Why? It saves them 5-10 minutes of time while they run into the store and get their cheese curls and orange soda.
Elevators, cheese curls, and parking spaces? That's not the end of Western civilization. That's a shitty Seinfeld episode. Or maybe those are just a few personal things in life that irritate him.
I love these guys with the horns hawking at the chicks. What do they think? She's going to go and hump his 76 Dodge Monaco?
Nope, this guy's pissed off at everything. And it's a 77 jerk.
Cats can't pull into the curb. They can't park nice, put their flickers on. They got to just tie up traffic. I don't know.
Pardon me, I'm sorry to interrupt. Doesn't he seem a little grumpy? I don't even like his coat anymore. Manners are habits we can cultivate to help us remain considerate of others even when we're not thinking about it. Of course, real thoughtful consideration for others can easily replace manners. Keller considers that our guests might like to see how the trick works. Thank you, Tom. Manners are big business. You can buy more than 5,000 books about manners, for all I care. And if you did, you get half off shipping. Most of the top 25 MBA programs now offer etiquette courses for their students. And companies like Etiquette Network and Etiquette Survival sell training and licensing to wannabe etiquette teachers. Yep, there are plenty of people who, for a fee, are happy to tell you what a rude asshole you are. Like this woman.
Gloria Starr, image and etiquette consultant. Oh, manners and etiquette are just so important.
Did you hear that moan? They must be important. When I make that sound at the beginning of a sentence, it's usually followed by, baby, you rock.
You can be treated in a better fashion if you treat others properly. People will show you more respect and courtesy, and even an example.
Yeah, whatever. We asked Gloria to give these future business leaders an intensive course in table manners and etiquette. Gloria has taught proper behavior to executives at many Fortune 500 companies. Now when they fire you, they say, get the fuck out, please.
Etiquette and good manners will lead to greater job opportunities, more opportunities with the opposite sex, greater respect from your peers, your colleagues, and your friends.
Wow, more jobs, respect, and heterosexual sex. Sorry, homos, good manners won't help. You still need a big dick. Anyway, Gloria must know. She's been teaching this stuff for 20 years, and according to her website, Gloria gets up to $20,000 to teach a course just like this one. Luckily, she was polite enough to let us use our $5 off coupon.
Where are you going?
First up, cocktail hour. We told Gloria's new students to introduce themselves. As waiters served wine, cheese, jalapeno poppers, pot stickers, and a bunch of other messy shit.
Attention, everyone. Cocktail parties are filled with pitfalls, and you have managed to fall into each and every one of them.
Yeah, you bunch of losers. Did you see what they were doing? Yeah, we didn't either.
Let's take James as our first example. So, James, I saw you take the hors d'oeuvre, eat it, and then lick your fingers. Big faux pas.
Big? Chernobyl was a big faux pas. James just licked his fingers.
So, James, what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I had salt on my fingers,
Yeah, asshole.
And?
and I wanted to get it off.
Exactly.
Yes. Not uncommon, but that's what the napkin is for, not the fingers in the mouth.
For $20,000, not only should she phrase that more politely, she ought to be sucking the sauce off our fingers. And when I say fingers, I actually mean fingers. Well, at least James stood up for himself. We bet Anthony will too.
Anthony, I noticed that you had your hand in your pocket. A typical gesture by a man, but not acceptable. You need your hand so that it's out.